All right, hello and welcome. Today we are diving deep into a concept that's about to completely change our relationship with technology. It's called agentic AI. And if you think you've got a handle on what AI is today, well, get ready, because things are about to get a major update. And right off the bat, you can see the massive shift we're talking about. On one side, you've got the AI we're all used to. It's focused on giving you an output, it reacts to what you ask, and it's pretty static. But on the other side, agentic AI is focused on making an impact, it's proactive, and it's constantly adapting. It's really the difference between a tool and a teammate. So, let's start with what we all know. The AI you and I use every single day, from chatbots to search engines, is fundamentally reactive. It's incredibly powerful, for sure, but it's always just sitting there, waiting for us to make the first move.
A great way to think about it is like a brilliant calculator. The most powerful calculator in the world. It can solve insanely complex problems in a blink, but it's never going to just pick up a problem and start working on it by itself. It's a passive tool, just waiting for a command.
But what if that tool could become something more? What if it could wake up? This is where we go from a passive tool to a genuinely proactive partner.
So what is agentic AI, really? Here's the core of it. It's an AI that's not just about processing information and giving you an answer. It's about taking autonomous action. The key words here are perceive, decide, and act, doing it all on its own to reach a goal.
To make this a little more real, don't think of an agent as just a piece of software. Think of it as a role. It can be like a chef who's not just chopping vegetables but running the entire kitchen, or a coach on the sidelines adapting the whole game plan on the fly, or a project manager just driving everything forward. They don't just do one thing, they manage, adapt, and get the job done.
And to make it even clearer, let's put it side by side with something we all know: large language models, or LLMs. An LLM is reactive, an agent is proactive. An LLM needs you to feed it prompts. An agent can go out and find its own tools. But here is the absolute game changer. LLMs generate language. Agents take action. They do things.
Okay, so we know what they are, but now for the really cool part. How do they actually work? How does an agent think? Let's pop the hood and take a look at its anatomy.
Yeah, we're going way beyond the simple input-output black box here. We're talking about the command center, the brain of the whole operation. So let's look inside.
It all really breaks down into these 6 key pillars. It starts with perception. These are the eyes and ears taking in the world around it. Then comes reasoning, the brain, which makes sense of all that data. From there, it moves to planning, acting as a strategist to figure out the best path. And this is so important. It's always learning, like a student, getting smarter with every action. Then comes execution, the hands, actually getting things done. And finally, in a supercritical step, verification. It acts as its own fact checker to make sure the job was done right.
Now, one of these agents is already pretty incredible, right? But what happens when you get a whole team of them working together? Well, this is where things get truly revolutionary. We're talking about multi-agent systems. So we're scaling up from one single autonomous unit to an entire coordinated workforce. You can imagine each agent having a specialized skill, kind of like a team of human experts, all working together perfectly towards a much bigger, more complex goal.
Let's make this totally concrete. Picture a supply chain for a huge company, and then bam! Out of nowhere, a massive, unexpected surge in demand hits. This is the kind of classic crisis that can bring a business to its knees.
In a traditional system, this is just a nightmare. The system can't react quickly enough. All the different departments are stuck in their own silos, not communicating. You can't predict what's happening, and you end up wasting a ton of resources. It's a recipe for disaster.
So what's the solution? It's a multi-agent system, or MAS. Now, this isn't one giant AI trying to do everything. No, it's a team of specialized autonomous agents that collaborate in real time to solve a problem that would be absolutely impossible for any single one of them to handle. And here's how that AI team springs into action. First, detection agents spot the surge instantly. Then, the collaboration kicks in. The supplier agent, logistics agent, and inventory agent all start coordinating. They adapt the entire plan on the fly. And then, boom, execution. The new, optimized strategy is implemented. And this all happens autonomously.
Now look, this isn't just a theory. This is happening right now, and the results are, well, they're staggering.
That supply chain example is just one piece of a much, much bigger picture, what we're calling the agentic revolution.
And the impact is real. You can measure it. For example, one leading retailer implemented a system like this and cut manual work by a whopping 40%. Think about what that frees up their human teams to do.
And that new efficiency, it translated directly to the customer experience. With smarter operations and better AI support, customer satisfaction jumped by 25%.
And the bottom line, the one everyone watches, a 20% increase in sales, all of it driven by real-time optimization and incredible personalization. These are not small changes. This is transformative. And this revolution isn't just in retail. It is rippling across every industry you can think of. In healthcare, it's doing proactive patient monitoring. In manufacturing, predictive maintenance. In finance, it's preventing fraud instantly. It's even being used in drug discovery and to create truly personalized learning paths in education. The applications are just incredibly broad.
The scale of this shift is not being underestimated. McKinsey & Company puts it very plainly. Agentic AI is going to be most of what we do in the future. So this isn't some niche technology. This is the next mainstream evolution of computing.